Yeah, so I'm Ellison Ann Williams, CEO of ENVEIL. ENVEIL tackles a new dimension of data security that's previously been impossible at scale. Our technology secures data when it's being used or processed, allowing you to perform operations such as searches or analytics without ever decrypting anything. This is groundbreaking technology that has the potential to open large and previously impossible business opportunities across verticals, but especially in the financial services sector. Just one example. Suppose you're performing M&A research or trading research in a third-party data aggregator. It's easy to encrypt that search in transit, but when it reaches the aggregator to be processed, it's decrypted, revealing your interest in that specific M&A target or trade. And of course, this could be very damaging and costly if exposed. This played out in a very interesting way in a recent show of the episode Billions. So in that show, there are two rival hedge funds, and one rival discovered the other's investment interest into a Chinese manufacturing entity by monitoring their queries into a satellite imagery provider. With ENVEIL's technology, you can close this gap of the security of data in use so that your searches and the results are never exposed. As a company, we have a very unique history and that we developed the seeds of our technology within the National Security Agency. So imagine for a minute that you're a spy and you need to search large petabyte scale data sets that one, you don't own or control, and two, are located in remote third-party facilities such as commercial clouds or data aggregators. And suppose that you want to search for something highly sensitive like the email address badforeignterrorist@email.com. Seems pretty straightforward, right? Take your search, send it into the aggregator, they compute the result, it comes back to you. However, it's not so simple because remember, the fact that you're searching for badforeignterrorist@email.com is highly sensitive, and anyone watching your actions in that remote third-party location can see what you're looking for and the results. And the assumption is that no matter what security mechanisms you've put in place, that search environment is compromised. If that had been an M&A search, it could have cost you a lot of money. So, to maintain security, you must protect your sensitive data while it's in use. You need to perform trusted operations in completely untrusted environments. At our origins within the National Security Agency, we searched hard for a solution to such a problem. Putting fences around it with things like perimeter, container security just wouldn't work because when the actors break into those fences, which they always do, then the data and the operations on the inside are still exposed. We also found a lot of technologies to secure data at rest and in transit, but no scalable solution to secure it when it was being processed in that untrusted location. It was apparent there was no technology that would solve this problem. So we created it. And that's how the technology behind ENVEIL was born. In our previous M&A example, if you had used ENVEIL, you would have been able to encrypt that M&A search and it would have stayed encrypted while it was processed in that untrusted location. Nothing would have ever been decrypted. The decryption keys would have stayed in your possession, and you are the only one who would have been able to see what you were looking for and the results. It sounds impossible, but it's based on a technique called homomorphic encryption that enables such a powerful capability. There's been a lot of research into this topic, and large companies and academic organizations have attempted to create solutions in this space without any kind of significant practical success. ENVEIL is the first to enable this capability, trusted compute in completely untrusted environments at scale. Like any kind of search or analytics system, our product is two-party, consisting of an ENVEIL client application and an ENVEIL server application. These are lightweight, API-based software applications that are designed to fit seamlessly into your existing systems and workflows. The ENVEIL client application lives within your enterprise walls and is responsible for encrypting your search before it leaves your perimeter and decrypting the results once they come back. The ENVEIL server application lives within the environment of that remote third-party data location and is responsible for taking that encrypted search and processing it over the data to produce an encrypted result without ever decrypting anything. So on my laptop here, I've set up the ENVEIL client and the ENVEIL server along with some data to demonstrate the capability. On the left-hand side, what you see is a demo UI veneer that we put on top of the system. So because we're API-based, we'll hook into any existing UI or workflow, so just imagine yours here. And then on the right-hand side, we're gonna give you a look under the hood at the encryption and decryption occurring with a look at the client logs at the top and the ENVEIL server logs at the bottom. So, any Harry Potter fans out there? Maybe. We're gonna do some M&A research on the Nimbus Broom Company, if anybody recognizes that from Harry Potter. So I type Nimbus into the search bar, and I'm gonna select the data sources over which I'd like to run that search, which in my case are gonna be patent records, SEC filings, and Twitter data. Now when I click run, that search passes from the UI through API down to the ENVEIL client. The ENVEIL client encrypts that search, which is what you see happening up here in the blue, and then sends that encrypted search and only the search, no decryption keys, over to the ENVEIL server, which would typically be in the commercial cloud or data aggregator. Right now it's on my laptop. The ENVEIL server receives that encrypted search, processes it over the data without ever decrypting anything, and produces that encrypted result that you see here on the bottom, and then sends that back to the ENVEIL client. Because the ENVEIL client has access to the decryption keys, it can decrypt the results, which you see printed out here, and then pass them back to the point of origin, which in this case is our demo UI, and they'll render up there. So, to an analyst or workflow in the system, they're none the wiser that what really happened to their search is that it got unveiled. It was encrypted and executed in a completely encrypted way without ever being decrypted. So, in summary, our mission is simple: never decrypt. Whether you're a bank or a hedge fund looking for ways of how to securely interact with data outside of your walls, or whether you're a data aggregator or a company looking for ways to securely monetize your data, we would love to talk to you about our capabilities, so please come and visit us at our booth. Thanks, Finovate.